All right, and we're recording again. Good start. Yeah, I watched back the last video, very rambly, obviously, but I was also quite big, and you couldn't see how dire my situation is. You could see that it's very dire. Let's enter the fun world. I have like half a heart left. So we'll see if we're gonna make it. Probably won't. Also, I don't have any earth yet, right? Like, I will need some sort of earth to put the seeds in. I think. But yeah, you see, like, I got only, 1 second. I got only, what do I have? Half half a life left. And what are all these textures? I've never, maybe it's because I used to have a texture pack and it all looks kind of weird. What is this, clay or something? Red sand, orange terracotta, light gray terracotta. Can make myself an army. But yeah, I mean, what I need is like some earth, right? Really. And this sand again, okay. Also, I didn't change my skin. Oh well. Bum, ba, da, da. Wait. I'm not gonna leave my precious candle things. What are they called? Torches? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Do we have... Yeah, okay. So... Alright. Okay. So I think we were in the direction... We went in the direction of this, trying to find our little hut. I say our because, you know, I'm sharing it with you, but really it's mine, you know? You're also allowed to look at it. Yeah, so since I was so rambly last time, I want to basically talk about the same topic one more time. The first thing was that I subscribed to the Japan Times because I really want to stay in the loop of what's been going on in Japan, and that's really the easiest way for me to do that. Okay, this looks sandy, so probably somewhere there's my hut, I think. And it is kind of interesting. Like sometimes you also get some information from Bloomberg, I think, and the New York Times too, in the edition, in the Japan Times edition. So you get a little bit of like world news, and I guess also a little bit of American news. Although I'm trying to avoid American news, I don't really need to know too much about the American domestic situation. That's not that relevant for me. I mean, it is. Like, American news are made up in a very entertainment focused way where like you're supposed to it's a kind of like, I don't know, like wrestling or sport or something like that, and so everyone gets kind of drawn into this. But I don't live in America. I don't really need to know too much about that, and except that through its foreign policy and its influence, it obviously affects a lot of my life and people in the country or countries that I live in life. So it kind of makes sense to know a bit about it. But I feel like if you go on social media, you're just bombarded with way too much information about that, and also kind of narratives and framings which are very focused on the United States experience. I mean, I did say American, which is not really fair. Like, I'm kind of erasing a lot of American countries South American countries also. Like, I mean, I'm not talking really about Canada or Mexico either, so I'm just talking about the United States of America, so I should be a bit more precise when using the language. That language. Okay, all right. So here's the village. I remember that. I was there before. I think I can also do fishing if I can get some spider web thing or something. Oh, I should have gotten that spider web in that mine. Oh no. Regrets. There's no dirt here at all, so that's not ideal. Also don't have any iron. Should I go for a third time on a rant? How I really hate the food, the eating mechanic. I mean, I should look if you can turn it off somehow or whatever. Yeah, okay, so I had my ramble on the American news. So anyway, so that's one thing I'm trying to do. I usually read that at night now, just get the information of the last day, or like, you know, what's important ahead, I guess. And also to be able to speak with people about, you know, what's been going on. And I quite like that. It's kind of a more slow way to do it, rather than, like, I don't know, going on Twitter and getting the latest news, which are often not that relevant. It still has a bit of that kind of thing. It's like a lot of the stuff isn't relevant to me at the time, but I guess to stay in the loop seems important to me right now. The other thing that I've been really enjoying, which has been helping me to feel a little bit more relaxed, is that I've subscribed to Scientific American, which is a popular science magazine. It comes out once a month, and it has good articles, a variety of different topics. Like I just read one about whales and tagging them, and like how they find food, like krill and things like that. It was very interesting. I mean, it's not like I can retain all of this information, but I don't know. You just get exposed to things you don't really think about that much when you read that kind of magazine. And again, it's also like a slower way to be exposed to news, like the science news in this case, which are usually like not that they don't make you that sad or angry. Obviously, like a lot of scientific things are in a society-wide context a little bit sad. Like the virus thing too, obviously. One of the aspects of it was that, okay, I'm getting very close. There's the ruins that I had at the start. So, oof. And there's my hut. Okay, we got it. But the way they are the whale thing is obviously also about that a lot of these North American whales are really endangered, and how to better preserve them or help them increase in numbers. Which obviously, if you understand how they find their food, you can kind of make policies around that to help them have a better chance, I guess, to repopulate, to get a bigger numbers again. But yes, it's not like, you know, super inflammatory and constantly like agitating yourself and making it doesn't make me angry all the time, which I feel like a lot of Twitter news does. Stuff shared on Twitter, it does make me somewhat angry. So I don't really like feeling that, even though, I mean, obviously sometimes anger is very justified. it doesn't really help me to feel that way all the time. Okay, so that's another thing I've been reading, which I've been enjoying. And what is the last thing? No. Oh yeah. Oh, obviously I forgot. I'm not doing very focused stuff. Like, even though I should probably go more out to make some more food. Is this? Yeah. Rooted dirt. That's exactly what I wanted. Very good. I'm mining for dirt. Oh no, I didn't realize what happened. How did I do that? So yeah, the last thing is also like kind of similar, because I want to stay informed about what's going on in Japan, where I live. I subscribe. Well, I mean, I don't subscribe to it. I just get it like once a month. It comes out every month. It's a magazine called Bungei Shunchu, which is kind of I don't know how to explain it. It has like kind of, it has articles basically. It's like a variety of different articles, often about specific topics. Like the last one was, for example, about food security and generally food in Japan, and also like what the Ukraine war effects the Ukraine war has on it. And then there was also a very interesting article by the social media manager of an art museum I really like. And there was an article about people being able to think for themselves more. But I mean, actually, it was kind of funny. It was like a cranky old man kind of article about like, oh, kids these days need this and that or whatever. But like, I could definitely relate to that, like, because I feel that too. I mean, I don't feel that about kids these days. You know, the kids they're all right. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. But I feel that about myself, and that I'm really affected by what I was saying, like social media and things like that, to not be able to think as clearly as I used to. I mean, maybe I'm just like making this up and thinking, oh, I was super great before and could concentrate on everything. It was amazing. But I definitely feel like my cognitive ability had deteriorated a little bit. And I mean, I guess I still feel that, but not as much. Now that I've taken some steps to make myself feel better, or like to improve my concentration again, which, for example, the aforementioned reading things fully, trying to really concentrate on them, and on the second, and yeah, not jump too much from social media, from one topic to the next, and things like that. So yeah, but anyway, so this magazine, I really enjoyed it. It's all in Japanese, and it's written also in like I guess a little bit of a pretentious way. Like it's using very fancy Japanese and, like, you know, expressions you don't usually hear so much. How do I fix this for myself? You see, dip. Nice lateral thinking. But which is also really good for me, because I do want to improve my vocabulary. So I usually go through these articles and figure out what words I know, what words I don't know. Okay, it's dark again. Damn, that's fast. I guess I'll play a little bit more in the mining. You know what I should do? Now I have coal, so that's good. Take half of that and maybe make some copper. What can I do with copper? I'll just I don't think copper was in the game before. But yeah, so it's good for improving my my Japanese, and it keeps me engaged with what, like, at least like more, I guess, well-read people, or like pretentious older people, whatever you wanna, however you wanna frame it, are thinking about and reading at the moment. So I do really like that as one of the things I'm reading. And yeah, so those are, I guess, the three main things, which I also like, spend a bit of money on to get. And then another thing I'm also doing, although not as much anymore, because right now I'm really trying to focus on Japanese, and my studying of Spanish is a bit on the back burner. What is this? Diorite. I see. But I used to, and still sometimes, read like articles on BBC Mundo in Spanish. And what I like about that is that it's very focused on Latin America, which I often don't get much information about that, and I find that very interesting. Some of my friends live in, well, Argentina and Chile, specifically, and some of my friends are from Brazil. So it's kind of interesting to hear that, even though obviously oh no, this is not ideal. This is not what I wanted to happen to me today. But okay, all right. Good to know. Good to know. All right, there's some water there. Yeah, so I do like to read those articles, even though it's like the BBC. So it's obviously much more of the. It's not like, I guess it's sort of a local view, because like obviously the people doing it are from there, but the company, or like the BBC is obviously the British public broadcasting company, is not Latin American, so it's English. So it's not. Maybe I should transition to like a more local newspaper sometime, but for now I find it pretty interesting. Gives a good overview, and that's also the thing with all of these sources. I would say you do have to realize that obviously they are biased in certain ways. They have like a view that the publication has, or often has, and you should adjust your expectations based on that, and also realize like, okay, so I mean, they will have this certain view, and you can build your own opinion based on that knowledge. Especially as someone who's like a bit more left-leaning, than definitely a lot of the media outlets, I would say. Although I mean, most of them are like liberal, I guess. It's important to realize how to adjust some of the framings to ones that are more in line with what I think the world is like, based on other experiences and sources. Okay, I mean, I hope you're kind of getting what I'm trying to say. I feel like often I'm not really very good at explaining it, and I'm kind of like leaving out things that I'm just thinking of in my mind. I hope if that happens, you can kind of connect the dots. Otherwise, I think this is it for this episode as well. If you have any ideas for what I should talk about, what I could talk about, please leave them in the comments. I'm trying to more regularly make these videos for now, because I do actually quite like them. I think playing Minecraft while speaking makes it a little bit easier for me to not be too self-conscious. So yeah, if you have any ideas, just give those to me, and I won't see you in the next one, but you will see me in the next one, and you won't see me either. You'll just see my ghost. Okay, bye.